If you're new here, my name is Morgan and thank you for coming to my channel. I do everything lifestyle, beauty, hair, whatever's going on in my life, I'm gonna be covering it. This week specifically, I am going to be doing an unboxing for a new camera that I just purchased, and I wanted to show you guys some of the accessories I got for it and just talk about my process with getting this camera for a little bit. So the camera that I just purchased is a Sony ZV E10. It is a small vlogging camera, and it was a process actually getting this camera. So last year, I actually decided that I wanted to get a new camera kind of like later in the year. So maybe like around November, December, like right before Christmas. And I was doing all this research on YouTube and I couldn't decide which one I wanted. I had like 3 different cameras I wanted to get. I either wanted a Sony ZV E10, the Sony ZV-1, or the Canon 5D Mark II or 3, one or the other. Anywho, I made the decisions, I did a lot of research, and I finally decided on the Sony ZV E10. And of course it wasn't available. It was like Sony had stopped production of it because like of the chip shortage. So I had to put my email like on every website that sold it so I could be notified when it came back in stock, if it was gonna come back in stock. And it finally did last week and I was able to purchase it. I'm so excited because this feels like, this is giving, whatever. I got it now, so this is the camera that I picked up. It's the Sony ZV E10. This camera, honestly, I'm so excited to have it. I've never had, this is like my first brand new camera. So I'm super excited about this. I do have a couple accessories that I am going to also unbox. I did get this cover for it on Amazon, which is pretty cool. The camera actually comes in white and black, but I really wanted the black one, so I was like, I'll just get a white cover to go over it. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I'll return it. And then I also bought this really nice tripod that it's really small and it can actually fit in one of my smaller like purses that I wear. And it has a wireless remote. It's really nice, like if you want to set it up on a table. So that's what this is for, but let's start with the camera actually. So just opening the box here. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You guys don't even understand. Of course, we have all the paper and the instructions. Here is, ooh. Here's the actual camera. We'll do that last. And let's look at some of the accessories that like comes with it. So this is going to be the battery that comes with it here. We have a USB-C to USB charging cable, the actual plug, of course, because how else are we gonna do that? Here's the little wind muff for the microphone. You actually can't see it that well. Let me take it out. So this goes over the microphone, which I really needed because last year I took my old camera to Georgetown to like start vlogging, and I didn't realize till I got home that it was super windy and I couldn't hear myself. So that was kind of like a waste. And then of course it comes with like a little strap that you can use. So obviously this is, I'm so excited, I'm about to like cry. OMG. Y'all, it's giving everything it was supposed to give. This camera is exactly what I wanted. So this camera specifically, the main reason I got this camera is because of the size, first of all. And second of all, because it had these interchangeable lenses. Now, I'm not super techie when it comes to cameras. I'm still learning a lot of new things, but with the other Sony that I was kind of going back and forth with, that's like good for vlogging, it didn't have the ability to change lenses. And for something that I'm paying this amount of money for, I want something that can grow with me, that I can use for years. And if I decide I want to use a different lens, I want that option. So you can actually buy this camera without the lens on it. I bought it with it just because I'm like, I need a lens. But it looks really sweet. It looks really sleek. It's super lightweight. Oh my gosh. This looks amazing. And this can definitely fit in my purse. I love the side flip out. That is definitely a must. It's beautiful. So let me tell you guys why I actually even decided to get this camera. So I actually want to show you guys what I was using before. So this is the original camera I was using last year. This is a Canon 70D. Oh my gosh. Honestly, it may not look huge. Okay, it looks huge now that I'm holding them next to each other. Honest. Siri, no. This camera is massive. And this was a gift. It was a gift that I asked for from my dad. And I was like, hey, I want to start vlogging. My dad's into videography. Both of my parents are into like videography and photography. So my dad has cameras everywhere. But I did some research and I was like, what kind of camera would I want? And I actually ended up deciding I wanted this one. And I told him I wanted this one. He was like, oh, that's my old camera. So he ended up giving me this for Christmas a couple years ago. This is a big old camera. I'm not gonna lie. It is so heavy. So I took this to Georgetown last year, and when I was like trying to do vlogging, and I was just like, this thing is heavy as all get out. I'm trying to take this strap off because I want you guys to see what I was dealing with. I want you to know what I had to deal with in Georgetown, in DC. I looked like I was in Jurassic Park. You guys can see why I was just not a fan of carrying this around. This thing is massive. It's a great camera, I'm not gonna lie. It did literally everything that I wanted it to do, but I could lift weights with this. Do you wanna lift weights? Use this. So I decided to get away from this one. I'm gonna take the strap off because I wanna put it up next to the other camera just so y'all can kind of like get the idea of what I was going for. You can see the difference in size. This is it from the side, from the top. Like, these are things that were kind of important to me. Like, even holding it, this arm is starting to fatigue a little. So this one can be good, like, if you just want to post it up, like, in your apartment, put it on a tripod, you don't have to move it, that's great. This is something that I would take out with me. So I truly love this right now, and I am so excited. I'm not sure exactly how to set it up. I'm gonna go right back to YouTube and see how I have to, like, set it up to record and take pictures the way I want it to, but this is actually just amazing. I truly thought this camera was not gonna come back in stock. She and I look amazing together. We're made to be. Let me show you guys the shooting grip that I bought. Like I said, I got this on Amazon, and I'll link it in my description just so if you want to purchase it, you totally can. So just opening up the box here. I'm gonna do this really fast because it doesn't have to be as elaborate. This is the shooting grip that it comes. This is it here. So, oh, has a little charging port for the remote, or charging cord, I'm sorry. And this is going to be it. So this is really small. You guys can kind of see it. Looks great, actually. It's really sleek and it feels substantial. Like, it doesn't feel like it's weak. There you go. Usually these have like little buttons and things that you use to like adjust them. And this remote comes off. So this can be used if you want to like set this up and take pictures somewhere else. You can just take this off. And I think, yeah, the charging port is on the side of it here, so you can charge it, but it goes right on there. Honestly, I'm just gonna like screw this on really quick just so you guys can see what it's gonna look like on the actual camera. And it connects wirelessly, so you don't have to like worry about hooking anything in. That's what I wanted, because I'm like, who's still using wires? Ooh, yeah, that's nice and secure. So that's it. You can use it on a table, or you can use it just like handheld. You can hold it this way. It does adjust like sideways and all that other kind of stuff, but this seems like the perfect accessory for this camera. And I wanted something that I could just like literally put on a table if I'm going out to dinner or lunch or something and I want to bring this with me. This is super easy to have in my hand, and it's super lightweight. I'm gonna take it off really quick because I want to show you guys the silicone cover that I got from Amazon as well, just to put on it. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna actually use this, but we'll see. This is it here. Nothing crazy. It's probably just as protective as the ones you get from Apple, which don't really protect anything and they tear apart super quick. Anywho, so you just slide it on like that, and it just has all the openings and the holes, obviously, for everything. Looks pretty sweet, doesn't get in the way. And it has an opening for the wind muff. Where's the wind muff? Uh-oh. That was a very important piece. Where did I put it? So the wind muff goes right over the microphone here. I didn't really realize this until I started like looking into cameras and things like that, but the wind muff has to go on top here. And if you are recording, you don't want your camera screen to be right here because your wind muff is going to cover half the screen. So it's pretty sweet that you have your wind muff and your camera that are going to be separate from each other, as opposed to, that was why I didn't want the Canon. The Canon went straight up, and I was like, the wind muff will be right in front of the screen. That's crazy. Anywho, so it looks amazing just like this. That's what it's gonna look like when I am recording. So I am going to take this camera back out and see how I like it in the field. I hope that I have a better experience from holding it and seeing how easy it is to just like pick up and whip around. I'm not gonna whip it around, but just having this smaller size is making all of the difference for me right now. It feels like I'm holding nothing. Like, it's so lightweight compared to the other one that I had. But yeah, if you're thinking about getting this camera, you definitely should. I hope it's still available. I looked back on Best Buy and it was sold out. In this color, at least. I looked at the black, not the white. So if you did like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And I hope you guys will follow me with my journey. And yeah, everybody have an amazing day.